The outer rim smelled like rust and burnt ozone. Captain Dreknar Voss had grown used to it. You don't spend a decade pulling wrecks from space, scrap metal, drift corpses, ghost signals, without absorbing the stench into your scales. Today was supposed to be quiet. A single blip on a dead Terran frequency changed that. "Captain, got something," squawked Kren, hunched over the sensor terminal like a molting vulture. "Old Terran beacon. Could be automated. Could be bait." Dreknar hissed under his breath. Terran tech fetched good credits, but only if it didn't fry you first. Location? Drifting just beyond the Forax debris field. No transponder. Cold. Real cold. "Launch the tether drones. Bring us in close, but keep shields up." The crew busied themselves, none of them speaking the name no one wanted to say out loud. Earth. Terran relics were forbidden salvage in most civilized systems. Too many things with teeth and triggers. Too many ghosts. The Qatari salvage vessel Black Star crawled through the wreckage field, a lumbering shadow between broken moons and scorched satellite husks. There it was, an ancient freighter, half torn open, hull covered in radiation scoring. No lights, no movement, except one. A single cryopod still glowed dim blue. The boarding team wore reinforced suits with triple seal respirators. Dreknar led them, as always. He didn't trust half his crew to identify a real Terran relic from a booby trap dressed like one. They entered through the gash in the ship's starboard side, boots magnetizing with each silent step. Interior lighting was gone. Only the beam from Dreknar's shoulder lamp cut the dark. They found bodies, shriveled, mummified, old. "Pressure seal held for at least a decade," muttered Rek, the ship's six-armed security chief. "Longer, maybe." "Over here," said Dreknar, eyes narrowing. The cryopod sat half-buried under twisted metal, still functional. The readout flickered. Life signs detected. One occupant, male, human, vital, weak, cryostasis, 72 cycles. 72? Dreknar repeated. "That's impossible," said Kren. "Bring him aboard," Dreknar said. "Alive." Waking a cryo-locked Terran was a gamble. They were unpredictable even when lucid. Sometimes the stasis degraded memories. Sometimes it degraded morality. The medical bay lights buzzed low as the pod opened with a hiss. The man coughed, shivered violently, then tried to sit up. Dreknar leaned forward. "Name." "James Halden," he rasped. "Occupation?" "Engineer, Terran Long Range Deep Survey Corps, designation J-94. Kren whistled low. "He's from pre-collapse. Those ships all vanished." James looked around, eyes darting, face pale but sharp. "Where's my ship? Where's the Odysseus?" "Dead in space," Dreknar replied. "We salvaged your pod from the wreck. You've been asleep a long time." Halden swung his legs off the pod slowly. He was lean, but well-muscled under the cryo-gown. Scar along one temple, eyes bright blue and clear. "Anyone else? No survivors?" Halden didn't speak for a moment. He just nodded, swallowed once, and then whispered, "Damn." Over the next hours, James recovered. Ate, drank, answered questions, mostly. But Dreknar could tell he was holding back. Every answer was measured. Every smile a little too controlled. The man was assessing them as much as they were studying him. "You realize," Dreknar said finally, alone with him in the observation deck, "that by rescuing you, I may have painted a target on my ship." James shrugged. "Maybe, but you also might have saved the galaxy. Depends how things play out." "What was your mission?" Halden looked at the stars. "I was part of a relay team. We were mapping unstable jump corridors, monitoring Union fleet movements." Dreknar narrowed his eyes. Spying. James didn't confirm or deny. We had orders. And what happened to your ship? Halden looked down at his hand. We got hit, from inside. Someone sabotaged us. Then someone finished the job. I never saw who, just alarms, fire, then cryo engaged. Why would anyone target a survey team? James met his gaze. Maybe because we found something we weren't supposed to. That night, Black Star's sensors lit up. 4 unregistered vessels approaching fast. No IFF codes, no responses, just a single transmission, repeated on all channels. Return the human, or be destroyed. Kren went pale. Rek armed the guns. Dreknar didn't blink. James Halden stood in the middle of the bridge, arms crossed. Not surprised. Well, he said softly. Looks like they know I'm awake.